Welcome to episode 6 of Garbage to Greatness. I'm the not so special one. Great to have you here. We're going into the playoffs. We're going into a playoff, a relegation playoff to save my job, to save Ita Hugdal in the fourth tier of Swedish football. Let's do it. So there's our confirmation, picking up from our very last episode that we ended up with a 12th place finished on the last day of the season after Algarna recorded that incredible 4-0 victory on the final day to overturn us on goal difference. So we will, therefore, if we look at the rules of the league, 12th place, we go straight into the Division 2, Division 3 playoff. So we've now got to play a playoff to stay up, to avoid relegation. Now, we do go straight into the second round. So there's already been a round, and we have now drawn a team called Luleå SK. Now, I'll be honest with you, as soon as I saw this draw, I thought, hang on a minute, they actually finished well above us in the league. As it turns out, I was actually getting them a little bit mixed up with second placed IFK Luleå, who are in the playoff to get promoted from our division. So all of the teams in this obviously come down in the fourth tier in Sweden. There are 4 different leagues, all in the same division, all at the same level. So all of these teams have come from that or from the divisions below. Now, Luleå have obviously come from the lower leagues. They are a team that we are fully expected to beat. Most of their players are greyed out, with the fact that obviously FM only goes down 4 tiers in Sweden, but they do have 3. So we'll take a look at the 3 that are not. Their goalkeeper looks okay. Apparently conceded 19 in 17. It doesn't really give us much to go on there. Miguel Hansen is their winger. He's apparently scored 1 goal in 16 games and 4 assists. We have better players in our team than him. And Adis Sabatic, Montenegrin striker, who really shouldn't offer too much threat to us at all. If this is Luleå's best 3 players, based on the fact that since I've been at this club, since I've been in management, I so far have played 10, I have 4 wins, 3 draws and 3 losses. We should be winning this game. We should be staying up. We should be winning here. This team should not really pose any problem to us. However, this is Football Manager. This is football management, and nothing is ever a given. So we're going to go into the game feeling relatively confident. Can I save my job? Because if we lose, I'm almost certainly out of one. Now, this doesn't happen very often. We're actually favourites for this game, as expected. We do have home advantage as well, and it looks like this game is to be played just over the single leg. So we will have no excuses not to win it. We're evens favourites. Luleå are 9-4. Penniless Ita Hugdal IK have been touted as comfortable favourites, but will have to be wary about complacency. Bang on. You are spot on there. Let's attend our pre-match press conference. Certainly the biggest press conference of my career to date. My very short career to date. I think this is only my 11th game of managing anyone, but of managing Ita Hugdal. You now know the path Ita Hugdal's IK will have to navigate in order to avoid relegation. Are you confident or nervous? Now, I want to instill confidence in my players, so I'm going to go out there and say that I'm confident. I know we've got what it takes, but we have to show that now at the time that matters most. The stakes are high, but the requirements are clear. Ita Hugdal's IK must win to avoid relegation. Are you feeling confident ahead of the match? I've never seen the boys up for a match. They know what's at stake, and after the week of training they've had, I'm confident we'll be fine. Is that overconfidence? I can't wait to be done with this season, to be honest. It's been a long, hard slog. I can't say I've only been in charge for 10 games. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to hope that's not overconfidence, that first answer. Are you worried about the prospect of a shock result against Lalea SK? Naturally, you're always worried in these situations. None of us want to be on the end of a giant killing, so we need to be careful for sure. You don't seem particularly confident. Are the nerves starting to get to you? Now, I need to combat that and put that to bed straight away. So, there's always a little tension pre-match. It's nothing out of the ordinary. You have had a bit of a break recently, and it's now 14 days since your last fixture. How do you see that affecting the players? I'm going to say I'm pleased with the work we've put in on the training pitch, and hopefully it shows when we get back to business. I want to show the lads I'm pleased with what they've been doing. We're fully prepared to go out and win this game. There's been a fair bit of speculation recently concerning hot prospect Nila Forsell's contract. Will you be sitting down with him to discuss an extension in the near future? Yes, I definitely will. He is a player that I want to be keeping here. For now, I'm going to say he's just as likely to sign a new deal as he is to leave. We've not really had a chance to talk about it because we haven't. I'll be honest with you, most of my players are in a situation. I've tried to offer a few players contracts, but nobody's even entertaining conversations at the moment, with everyone just saying that they would like to see the outcome of the season. They're looking at the fate of the club. If we stay in the division, I'm sure I'll keep some of them here, the ones that I want to keep here. It's going to be a complete rebuild if we win this game. If I lose it, I'm going to get the chop anyway because I can't go down further than the 4th tier. I know I'm getting the sack. It is all or nothing on this game. I'm going to talk to the team about survival chances. I've got to be positive going into this. I can't ease expectations. We're playing a team that we're fully expected to beat. We can't afford to lose the playoff final and get relegated. It was something I would have predicted back in pre-season. I fully expect you to go out there and get the right result. It's a risky one. They might not like it, and they don't like it. They're furious, apparently. Avoiding relegation was never going to be a formality for us, so I think it's unfair for you to claim we shouldn't be in this situation. I'm really disappointed with my players there. It's really bad reaction. It's not good. I've not exactly motivated them for this game. They're all now extremely annoyed with me. It's not an ideal situation. It's not ideal. It's hard. What do you respond to that when the whole team is... I mean, only two players are relatively pleased with what I've said. That wasn't the overall reaction I was hoping for, though I'm grateful to those of you who do agree with me. I'm grateful to those two players who don't even play in my first team. Max Backstrom and Moreira da Silva, Sandro Moreira da Silva, have not started a single game for me since I've been here. Maybe they're trying to do some sucking up. Maybe it's a little bit of brown nosing to see if they can work their way into the first team. It's not going to work because I can't afford to take any risks. But I appreciate the effort, lads. So we're going to go into this game now with Lalea SK. It is massive. It is all or nothing. Are we keeping our job? Are we getting the sack? It's all on this. And I won't have a single excuse. I am at full strength for this game. Apart from the missing Moscardi, Alessandro Moscardi's been out for a while. Can't really use him as an excuse here. Everyone else is available to me. Everyone is fully fit. Only Osman is lacking in a little bit of match sharpness. Other than that, everyone's pretty spot on. Daniel Adaja, who was out for our last game with suspension. My two best players have been my two centre-backs, along with Teddy Johnson up front. They're all in. We have not a single excuse. Go out there, lads. Get the job done. Don't let me down. Do not let me down. You are playing for my job. Can I tell them that you're playing for my job? I don't think I can. Go and give the fans an appropriate send-off for all the support they've given you this season. Do this for the fans. Do I say that one, or do I go if the fans are really up for this match, so we need to match their passion and do them justice? I mean, probably only got about 40 fans in the stadium. Let's just go. Come on, everyone. We know what's at stake, so let's make sure we win. Let's go with that. Complacency is setting in. I don't like to see that. I need a strong defence today. Go and make me proud. That's left the keeper looking anxious. Mentality is not our strength. Either that or my team talks just do not work. But yeah, pre-match team talk we had didn't work there. The meeting that we had before the game didn't work. Sabotic is their top goal scorer, sticking him on his left foot straight away. They've got a guy up front next to him, Peter Johansson. He's got the ability to score with both. I mean, there's no history on him. They're from the lower leagues. We just don't know. It's a total unknown. It really is. They're a straight up 4-4-2. Again, the left player looks a little bit more. He's an inside winger, inverted winger. He looks a little bit more dangerous by the way they've got him pushed up. I'm not going to press on him, but I'm going to try and keep him out on the left hand side. Try and not let him cut in. I feel nervous again. Just feels like ever since I took over this club, because we've been involved so heavily in a relegation battle for the whole time I've been here, I've just been nervous. Like, it'd be nice to get through this game, get into next season, and just be at the start of the season and just have no nerves at all. Maybe first day nerves, but after that, it would just be nice just to not be sitting here with sweaty hands. So Verhagen there with a lumped ball forward, and that's easy for them to pick up. The opening 20 seconds got a highlight, but I'm not sure which way it's going. We sort of wasted our opportunity of possession. They're now attacking down the right through Hansen. Long ball up to Hallin. He's headed it across. We seem to be a little bit under pressure. Let's just get that ball clear. Well done, Lukoki. Now chase that down. Don't let him have all that time. Actually chase and pressure the ball. Deja wins the header. Forsell to Kovalainen. Kovalainen to Svensson. Svensson to Osman. Osman runs through. Puts through a lovely ball for Teddy Johnson. Teddy Johnson's in, and yes. 2 minutes into the game. It's 1-0. The hands might not be quite so sweaty. They might. We're a little bit moist, but yeah, it's that will settle us down a lot. I mean, the keeper's nowhere near it. He's just dived. He hasn't even dived at the player's feet. I don't know what he's doing. But Teddy Johnson, the man that we've come to rely on since I've been at the club, gives us an early lead. Within the opening 2 minutes, we're in front. If we can get another one here, happy days. Kovalainen crosses to the back post. They've cleared it, or Taylor's picked it up. The centre-back's having a little bit of a run down the left wing. He crosses across for Lukoki, and that, I think that was a save. No, it wasn't a save. It was hit the post. It was a good headed effort. Not bad. We seem to have started brightly, which is exactly what I wanted. Considering the mentality of the team, they was all had the ump with me. Like, they do seem up for it. I was worried they wouldn't be, and it's 2-0. It's 2-0. Adel Haj Osman gets his first goal for the club since I've been here. Set up by Teddy Johnson, that main man again. 12 minutes in, we're comfortable. We're comfortable. We could well be staying up, people. We could well be staying up. There's smiles on my face. I didn't expect us to be this comfortable this early, but it is 2-0 and we're not even at the quarter of hour mark. We've had 6 shots, we've had more possession. I mean, if we get another one in the next sort of 10 minutes, the game could be over by half hour in. We're going to put our feet up. Johnson's got the ball, passes inside to Kovalainen, and Svensson wins the header, and Osman, it's 3-0. Oh no, it's not, because the referee... the linesman's got his flag up. I've just realised over there on the far touchline, he's got his flag up. Svensson, that's a great header. Osman's just sort of drifted forward a little bit. It was a tidy finish. But yeah, it does remain 2-0. But to be fair, 20 minutes into this game, and it already does look like a case of how many are we going to get. This could be a thumping. And we could stay up in spectacular fashion in the end. Svensson's played through Johnson. Johnson should have scored. Svensson looks on fire again. He's so creative. For a 15-year-old kid, he seems to have really good vision. He just seems to play the right pass at the right time. And he's put a corner in, and he's got another assist, because Osman meets it at the near post, gets in front of his man. It's a great glancing header in towards the near post. I think the keeper gets it. No, it wasn't the keeper. The defender gets his foot up to it, but just diverts it straight into the goal off the post. It will go down as Osman's goal because it was on target. So it's not going to be an own goal. we're now taking the absolute mick. It could be 4-0 inside half an hour. We've got a penalty. Osman for his hat-trick, and there it is. I mean, it's easy. It's easy, this management. Like, what was I worried about? It's 4-0. We're 30 minutes in. I mean, I said at the end of the last episode of Garbage to Greatness that I was going to go away and cry. If we was to throw a 4-0 lead away in this game now, I don't know what I'll do. I do not know what I'll do. I can't see it happening. They haven't even had a highlight. Johnson's in again. It's 5. It's 5-0. It's easy. Johnson's 14th goal of the season. Bearing in mind, when I took over at this club, I think Johnson had 2 goals, 1 goal all season. He has. I mean, when you're looking for managers to come in and get the best out of players, nobody can say that I haven't got the best out of Teddy Johnson this season. And the goals that he has scored, they've kept us up. They have kept us up. Svensson, I had that little bit when I did my episode where I banged on about the 15-year-old saviour, and Svensson went through those 3 games absolutely sensational. But on an overall, since I've been here, Teddy Johnson's been immense. We love our TJ. Approaching half time now. There's 60 seconds of injury time still to go. Ref, you might as well blow the whistle. So you might as well blow the whistle for full time. It's going to be over. Save Lalea the embarrassment. I mean, it could be double figures if we have another half like this. I mean, bearing in mind, yeah, that's just simple maths. It's 5-0 at half time. If we have another half like this, it's going to be 10-0. It's going to be double figures. But genuinely, we're on fire. I mean, do you know what? They've scored and I'm not even that bothered. That shows how comfortable we are. I'm not even that bothered. I'm not worried. I'm not bothered. It's disappointing. Granted, we've lost the clean sheet, but that's the least of my worries today. It's a decent enough finish, I suppose. I'm not going to praise the guy too much. We're going to focus on our exceptional performance, our exceptional half. I am going to be cautious when I say it, because I don't want the lads just going out and thinking it is all done, even though I think it is. I don't want them thinking that. So a cautious approach, but we are going to tell them you're doing brilliantly, keep going, and everyone's happy. Finally, I've got a team that is smiling and not got the ump with me. The 2 strikers, they've got to get massive praise. Teddy Johnson and Osman, they've got all 5 goals between them. Very happy with your effort in the final third. Just go out, keep doing what you're doing, get at least a couple more goals. Let's go out in style. We're not going out, we're staying up in style, should I say. But happy days. Nothing to be worried about. An hour, out on the hour mark, might make a couple of changes. Who can we give some time to? I mean, let's see. No, actually, do you know what? I don't even think Uwibabazzi, after annoying me so much, don't even want to give you minutes. Don't even want to. Osman's got his hat-trick. He's on a yellow card. Let's get Hansen on. Let's give him a little bit of game time, see if he can get a goal. I'm going to keep Adaja on. I don't want to take any risks at centre-back. Joe Cadge, you can have some time, mate. You can come on at right-back. Just give some game time to a couple of players. The match should be done and dusted. Although, weirdly enough, Lalea have had more shots than us. I think they've only had 1 highlight, which was the goal. So clearly those shots have been maybe pot shots from distance. They could be in again here, though. Johansson's picked it up down the left wing. We look a little bit lethargic getting back. Hugerson. Oh, Joe Cadge, you've just come on and he's given away a penalty. It could be 5-2. It is 5-2. Into the roof of net. It looked like it went straight down the middle. Baronson's dived to his left. Did it go straight down the middle? Oh, Baronson's got to be saving that. You've got to be saving that, son. That's poor goalkeeping. He's gone the right way. It's right at him, and it's just sort of gone through his fingertips. I'm not sure really what the keeper's doing. Can we hit him straight back? Frigerio down the left, crosses in. Hansen approaching, nope. And there Hansen now clears. And Johansson up front, he's put through Sabotic. It could be 5-3 here. Hang on a minute. There's 20 minutes to go. And from 4-0, it's now 5-3. And my hands are starting to get a little bit moist again. My hands are getting a little bit sweaty. I'm going to tell the lads, give them a shout and tell them to demand more. When you've scored 5 goals, but we're getting sloppy. They've had all the momentum in the second half. You can't say that the lower league team, haven't come out and given it a go, to be fair to them. There's only 9 minutes remaining now. I really don't want to see us concede again now. Hopefully we can get a goal here, maybe. I don't know. When they head it out, we seem so open. Like, I mean, here we're being counter-attacked again. Sabotage could be in, or Taylor's got rid of it, but they've got like 5 men forward. They're really on the attack. I thought they were going to score again. I really thought they were going to score again. He can't believe he's missed it. I almost can't believe he's missed it. I mean, we've actually been battered in the second half. They've had 18 shots. I mean, if they score now, it shouldn't matter. I mean, we're in the 93rd minute. We're in the very last minute of injury time. A goal. They nearly did as well. I'll tell you what, it's not been as convincing this second half. I'll be pleased when this game is over now. After being all like full of it at half time, they've given us a run in this second half. With 15 seconds to go now, it should be over. We'll waste down the clock. Come on, ref, just blow the whistle now. Blow the whistle. We've won the game. There it is. The final whistle. We've stayed up. We've got the job done. In the end, a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. It looked like it was going to be an absolute trouncing. I'm just going to leave it at nice work, everyone. That was good. Give the strikers again a little bit of extra praise because they were exceptional in that first half, and effectively they've won us the game. But yeah, we do officially stay up. We win in the playoff. I believe that's it. I don't think we have to play another game now. We'll have a little chat with Osman and tell him how superb in front of goal he was. But I think that's it. I think we stay up. What's this saying? That's the promotion playoff. So the promotion playoff is done as like a group, and it looks like that's that. So it looks like maybe all the teams, they were promoted. So I'm guessing Karlstad. No, not sure how that works. They were already there. Oh, penalties. That is not promoted. What a numpty I am. Carlsberg's 2-0. So Carlsberg stay up. Uppsala stay up. Asarum stay up. Vannersborgs, Asariska and Ita Hogdals all stay up. I think that's it. I don't think there's another game to play. We should be still in a job. So yeah, it is official. We are staying up. We are going to be in the 4th tier of Swedish football next season, and I do still have a job. The Ita Hogdals IK end of season review. The best of the new arrivals. The new arrivals that weren't mine ultimately, but Nila Forsell doesn't surprise me at all. He was solid for me in the middle of the park. Everyone else was pretty average, in all fairness. The players I brought in didn't really do a lot. But yeah, Nila Forsell, certainly someone I want to be tying down to next season. The board expectation was to avoid relegation. We just about managed that in the end. The average home attendance was a massive 46 people. Yeah, overall, I'm a happy man. You can see the smile on my face. It seems like a massive achievement. When I took this job, I really did think we was up against it, and I genuinely didn't know if I was going to be able to keep us up. With regards to the club's finances, there's 24 grand coming in from sponsorship, a massive 48 quid on corporate and hospitality. Matchday commercial and retail brings in nearly a grand. No new sponsorship deals this year, so no new revenue streams, which is unfortunate. The overall, how I lined up, the best players for me were without doubt Kovalainen, Teddy Johnson, Andre Svensson, that does not do him justice. That's 6.68. Forsell was quality. Lukoki was brilliant down the right wing. The two centre-backs were superb. Left back was disappointing. Expected a bit more from Frigerio, and we may look to replace him. Berenson was brought in. Hadn't played all season when I took over, remember. He was the backup goalie. I brought him in and he played every minute under me. And he did well. He did well. The 20-year-old, he did all right. No, he did well. Yeah, considering what the previous guy had done, I think he did well. I think he proved that the decision was justified. Fans player of the season is the amazing TJ. He was awesome. Young player of the season, TJ again. Top goal scorer, TJ. He's had a clean up. Most overall goals, he's broken records. I mean, I'm not sure if these are actual records or if this is genuinely just that FM has no history on this team, but we don't care. TJ's a superstar. He's a legend in my eyes already. Hopefully he'll agree a new contract to stay with us next year. I really hope he does. I really hope he does. We've offered some contracts. We're waiting for feedback on them. So we're going to see what comes back on that. The supporters are still asking me to sign English players. Still confused by that. I really still can't get my head around why a fourth tier Swedish side would specifically want English players. But hey, and next season it looks like it's just avoid relegation again. So we're going to be quite. We're not going to be under it pressure wise. Not from the fans anyway. Club vision with a board going into next year is just strive to make progress on and off the pitch, work within the wage budget which we're currently meeting, avoid relegation again. Repair the club's financial damage in a couple of seasons, continue to avoid relegation. Nothing's really changed there from when we took over. We'll accept that. Squad dynamics, I'm still trying to win these players over. Even though I've kept us in the division from, I think we were 6 points away from safety when I took over, with only, 7 or 8 games of the season left. It may be early days, but the players are going to take some convincing. What have I got to do to convince you? I mean, don't get me wrong, half of this lot probably won't be here next year. But the dressing room atmosphere, at least amongst themselves, is improving a little bit. They're content. I mean, if I was in the situation that they are in the dressing room, that a manager's come in and unknown and kept us up from looking doomed, I'd be ecstatic, not content, but still. We'll win them over, I'm sure. That's the plan. We certainly won't give up on that front. Let's talk to them about next year. Going into next season, I think we're in a good position to avoid relegation, even if it might be via the relegation playoffs. We've done well to avoid relegation, and we'll look to make sure we don't go down next season, even if it might be via the relegation playoffs. We're good enough not to be relegated. I'm going to say we're good enough not to be relegated next season, and that will be our likely target. Are they going to get the ump? They seem to get the ump whenever I sit down and have a meeting with them. It's been a long season. Hope you have a good break. You're going to need to come back fully refreshed. So I think we're going to be in a relegation battle next time around, and you're going to need to be at your best step. Let's say that. They're all offended. What is wrong with this team? They just get the ump. They're all so precious. I can't believe you're already accepting mediocrity this soon into your new job. It's hardly the most inspirational leadership I've seen. Just trying to be realistic because you're all rubbish. Have engaged the collective. I've decided I'm not being ambitious enough. We do have the quality to stay clear of relegation. That's better. Apparently they're all satisfied with that. That's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. Nothing else from me, no. Okay, that's fine, Verhagen, if you've got nothing else to say. I want you all to enjoy your breaks. We can discuss promises when you're back for pre-season. I'd imagine you might be a bit forthcoming with ideas for the future. What is wrong with this team? They are not on my side at all, are they? Really are not on my side at the moment. Go away, enjoy your breaks, rejig your attitudes, and then come back. So with the players now leaving for their break, we can see from the fixture schedule from this season, the Swedish League does not start back up again till April. So we have about a 5.5 to 6 month break before we will play another competitive game. Naturally, I'm not going to make you guys sit through 5 months of me simulating pretty much nothing. I'm not going to be applying for any new jobs. I don't think I'll get one. I don't think I've built my reputation up enough. But B, after coming into Eater Hoogdals, I've kind of grown a little bit affectionate for this little club. After what we've been through already, after the emotional roller coaster we've been through, after keeping them up, after building a bond with certain players, I kind of want to stay here for the time being. So we will be back in April. By that time, I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot to have told you about. There's going to be transfers going on. I'm going to be letting players go. I'm going to be trying to keep some players. I'm going to be looking to rebuild the squad. So our next update is likely to be me, hopefully, introducing you to the new look Eater Hoogdal. Now, before I do sign off, I do have some good news though. Teddy Johnson has signed a new 1-year deal with the club. I had to give him a £5 pay rise to £25 a week. I've had to offer him a £50 landmark goal bonus if he reaches 15 goals. I shouldn't laugh. He's on the big bucks now. Hopefully he can go into next season continuing to do the business that he did this year. TJ, I love you. You're not going anywhere, son. We do also have new contracts for Daniel Adaja, who was brilliant at centre-back. Nia Forsell, another player I really wanted to keep hold of. He's had a pay rise from £8 a week to £30 a week. So if that's not me showing faith in you, Neela, I don't know what is. Repay the faith next year, son. Repay the faith. Lukoki's going to be around for another year. He actually took a pay cut, weirdly enough. He was on £40 a week. He was happy to take 35. So Lukoki's here. And or Taylor's staying as well. Rashendrick or Taylor, who was my other, although he's set as a fullback, I played him as centre-back. At centre-back, he was superb for me. We look at his form, he was consistent as anything. He was probably the most consistent player in the team. I'll potentially, between now and the start of next season, I say potentially, I'm going to start that now. I'm going to start by immediately retraining him as a centre-back, so he becomes more and more proficient, because he plays so well there. I'd be silly not to continue him in that position. I'll look for a new left-back. But yeah, it's good news. All the players that I wanted to keep here are staying. I'm sure a lot of the others are going to go. We're going to get rid of them. It's going to be an exciting few months, game months for me. I can't wait to have you back and show you the new look team that I've put together. It's exciting stuff. So there we have it. It's been a roller coaster so far. 11 games in charge, saving the club from relegation. Going into the final day of the season, thinking that we were up, then having to play a playoff, going 4-0 up in that, only ended up winning 5-3. It's been awesome. It has been awesome. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, please do continue to follow. Hit that subscribe button that should be on your screen now. Turn your notifications on. There'll be new videos. I'm looking at getting a video up every single day. So what I'm doing is just recording these in advance and scheduling for one a day for about midday, 12:30 every day. So look out for them. They'll keep coming. I don't want to bombard you with too many, like 2 or 3 videos a day. I think is too much. Plus it's just time consuming for me to do them as well. But yeah, please do keep a lookout, keep following, and let's look forward to next season with Eater Hoogdal.